Forget ancient ruins for a moment. Forget that budget Balkan getaway image you might have. What if I told you that right now, a quiet revolution is underway on the Albanian coast? That billions are being poured into transforming a city you think you know into a Mediterranean powerhouse? One that's ready to rival the big-name hotspots? The sheer ambition here in Durres Albania isn't just surprising, it's genuinely shocking. And most of it is happening right under the radar. We came to Durres with a pretty common set of expectations, maybe like a lot of you. A city full of ancient history, a handy coastal stop near Tirana, and beaches that were, well, Albanian beaches. We figured it would be a pleasant, maybe slightly rustic travel experience. But what we've started to uncover about its modern beach and resort life is a story that's changing by the day. A tale of ambitious transformation that most travel guides simply haven't caught up with yet. This isn't just about a new hotel popping up here or a spruced-up promenade there. We're talking about a fundamental shift, a real push to redefine what Durres offers the world. We're peeling back the layers of this ancient city to show you a surprisingly modern and rapidly evolving coastal scene that is, no question, fast becoming one of Europe's best-kept secrets. Join us as we explore what they don't tell you about Durres, as we look into the projects, the vision, and the vibrant new reality of a city on the verge of a tourism explosion. What's truly happening here might just change your entire perspective on the Albanian Riviera. For years, Durres has had a certain image. It's Albania's second-largest city, an ancient port with history stretching back thousands of years. When you hear Durres, you probably picture its huge Roman amphitheatre, an amazing relic from a bygone era, proudly standing as one of the biggest in the Balkans. Or maybe you think of the Venetian Tower, that sturdy guardian of the coastline, hinting at tales of old maritime power. And fair enough, these are iconic landmarks that pull in history buffs and curious tourists. The beaches, especially Durres Beach, or Plaži I Durresit as it's known locally, often come to mind too. It's famous for its long, sandy stretches and shallow waters, making it a hit with families, particularly Albanian families looking for a summer break. It's conveniently located with plenty of hotels, restaurants, and bars along its promenade. But this convenience has also meant that in peak summer, it can get incredibly crowded, sometimes reinforcing that image of a bustling, maybe slightly overwhelmed, traditional beach spot. Some might even say the water clarity isn't always up there with the more famous beaches further south in Albania. Many see Durres as the logical, easy-to-reach beach if you're flying into Tirana. Since it's just a 40-minute drive away, it's often painted as a place with a decent mix of history, culture, and chilling by the sea, but maybe without the wow factor of those super-hyped Mediterranean places. It often gets cast as a good option if you don't have time for the Southern Riviera, a sort of plan B for an Albanian beach trip. You see the historical sites, maybe grab some fresh seafood, wander the streets, and then you're off. This idea of a city with a rich past and a functional but perhaps not dazzling present is pretty common. It's seen as affordable, accessible, but not necessarily screaming cutting edge, luxury, or modern resort living. That's the Durres many expect, the one that's often presented. But this picture, as we're finding out, just isn't the full story anymore. It's a snapshot of a past that's being quickly and dramatically overshadowed by a seriously ambitious future. The reality on the ground tells a much more exciting story. Our journey started where most tourists do, the well-worn paths to the amphitheater, the familiar parts of the main beach. But hearing whispers of change, we decided to look closer, to go beyond the postcard views and what the standard guidebooks say. It didn't take long to see that Durres is a city going through a massive transformation, a place where ancient echoes are starting to vibe with modern life. The first, most obvious sign of this change is the sheer amount of development along its coastline. This isn't just a quick paint job, it's a total reimagining. New infrastructure projects are clearly reshaping the city, built to support a rapidly growing tourism scene and more locals. Sleek, modern hotels are going up, their glass fronts reflecting the Adriatic sun, looking quite different from some of the older, more traditional buildings. Cool entertainment spots, chic cafes, and modern restaurants are popping up more and more, catering to a more diverse international crowd that knows what it wants. Better connections, especially the Durres-Tirana highway, have made the city easier to get to than ever, fueling this growth. But maybe the most symbolic and visible part of this evolution is the transformation of the Durres Beach Promenade. What was once a pretty standard beachfront walk is getting a serious makeover. We are talking about a whole new design concept, stretching from the Dajlani Bridge to the Kavali building, aiming to add real value to the entire area. This means not just the promenade itself, but also creating activity zones, big green spaces, and even sprucing up the fronts of existing buildings with modern, energy-saving materials. There's a real energy here, a feeling that the city isn't just sitting back waiting for tourists, but actively creating a more inviting, more stylish environment. This rapid modernization is naturally leading to a fascinating shift in the city's identity. It's a delicate dance, keeping its rich history alive while embracing a future as a modern coastal hotspot. You see it in how new, stylish beachfront places sit comfortably near ancient walls, or how modern city planning is trying to include and highlight the historical sites rather than overshadow them. This isn't about erasing the past, it's about building a new layer on top of it, creating a unique Albanian mix of old-world charm and 21st century comforts. The real buzz, if you can call it that, comes from seeing this change happen right before your eyes. The feeling that you're in a place that is actively reinventing itself, shedding an old skin and emerging as something new, something bolder. The Durres of yesterday is still here, but it's quickly becoming the foundation for the Durres of tomorrow. A city that's clearly aiming to surprise anyone who thinks they've got it all figured out. As we looked deeper, past the first wave of construction and the updated public spaces, the true scale of Durres' ambition for modern resort life really started to become clear. This is where the shocking part of our discovery truly hits home. Not just in a few luxury spots, but in the steady, determined effort to create a high-end, internationally competitive tourism scene. Our first big surprise was the sheer quality and cool design of the new resorts. These aren't just hotels, they're making a statement. Take the Durres Albania, for example. Often called one of the best resorts in the city, it's an impressive place with multiple pools, including one just for kids, several restaurants, and rooms with amazing sea views. It's more than just a place to crash, it's been described as an icon of Albanian touristic development, a place aiming to redefine luxury on this part of the coast. Melia even brought its all-inclusive concept here, a first for their brand in Albania, showing they're serious about international resort standards. Then there's the AMR Hotel, which really nails that modern look with its minimalist design, clean lines, bright interiors, and a stunning rooftop pool with panoramic views of the Adriatic. This hotel also has its own private beach area with loungers and umbrellas, a common feature now at the newer, fancier places. Sol Tropical Durres is another 4-star beachfront spot adding to this modern vibe, with its seasonal outdoor pool and lovely gardens. And the building doesn't stop. The internationally known Crown Plaza Group is also set to open a new hotel in Durres, further putting the city on the map for travelers looking for something special. This trend is happening all over, with places like Durres Kurila Modern Luxury offering stunning beach views and loads of activities, from hiking and diving to canoeing, all close to the city center. Our second revelation came as we explored beyond the main busy parts of Durres Beach. There's a clear move towards creating quieter, more exclusive spots. La Lazy Bay, about a 45-minute drive north of the city, is a perfect example. While it's long been known for having clearer water than the main city beaches, it's now becoming a hotspot for luxury resort development, attracting major investments. Here, you find a mix of high-end resorts and more untouched coastline, offering a more peaceful beach experience. The San Pietro Resort in La Lazy Bay, which includes another Melia property, is a huge development covering 35 hectares with 1.5 kilometers of coastline, aiming to offer an elite tourist experience that Albania didn't really have before. Further south, but still easy to reach, Olivia's Hill Resort offers upscale rooms near Shkembi I Kavaji's beach, getting rave reviews for its great staff and overall vibe. For those wanting something a bit more boutique or private, places like Cyril Home are popping up. Newly renovated beachfront apartments with private beach areas, open-air baths, and even free bikes for exploring. This variety in places to stay is a big deal, catering to a wider range of tastes beyond the traditional family hotel. The third revelation was about the changing vibe of Durres. It's becoming clear they're definitely trying to offer more than just sunbathing. The redeveloped promenade is key to this, planned as a lively hub of activity day and night. But it's also about all the different experiences on offer. Water sports are getting more organized and easier to access. And there's a growing focus on things like hiking in the nearby hills, diving to explore the Adriatic's underwater world, or canoeing along the coast. Cultural events and festivals, celebrating Albanian heritage, music, and dance are being promoted more actively, adding another layer to a visit, making sure it's not just about the beach but about a richer cultural experience too. The government and local authorities are even planning new, beautiful service points along the redeveloped coast, designed to be like the ones you'd find at top beaches around the world, complete with facilities for kids and the elderly, aiming for truly world-class standards. Finally, and maybe most strikingly, is the sheer scale of ambition you see in some of the biggest projects. The Durres yacht and marina development is arguably the most game-changing of these. We're talking about an investment of around 2 billion euros, said to be the largest in Albania's history. This massive project aims to completely transform a huge area of the Durres coastline, turning it into a major tourist destination in the Mediterranean. The plans are incredible, covering about 450 hectares and expected to create around 12,000 new jobs just during construction. It's not just about a marina. It's about creating a new economic engine for the whole country, with new residential areas, luxury hotels, shops, and public facilities. Importantly, projects like this are also designed to tackle long-standing environmental issues, like coastal pollution, by including modern waste management and green energy. This isn't just development, it's a statement, a bold move to put Durres firmly on the international map of top coastal destinations. The ambition is almost tangible, and it's reshaping not just the coastline, but the whole future of tourism in Durres and Albania. So, what is the genuinely shocking truth about Durres? It's not just that new hotels are being built, or that beaches are getting cleaned. Lots of coastal towns get facelifts. The truly startling thing is the speed, the scale, and the bold vision that's catapulting Durres into an entirely new league. This isn't slow and steady change, it's a giant leap. A city that many, myself included, might have previously written off as just an ancient port with some budget-friendly beaches, is now making a bold play to become a modern, sophisticated, and even luxurious Mediterranean contender. The shock comes from understanding how widespread this change is. It's about multi-billion euro investments like the Durres yacht and marina, which aren't just about tourism buildings, but about totally rethinking the city and its economy, aiming to create thousands of jobs and even improve environmental standards. It's about big international hotel brands like Melia and the upcoming Crown Plaza arriving, bringing with them a globally recognized level of quality and service, effectively shaking up and raising the game for the entire local hospitality scene. It's about a government-backed push to overhaul public spaces like the main beach promenade, aiming to create service points and facilities as good as those on the most prestigious beaches worldwide. This ambition is particularly striking when you remember some of the challenges Durres has faced. Things like the sometimes chaotic, unregulated development after the fall of communism, or worries about coastal damage and the need for better infrastructure and environmental care. What's happening now feels like a direct and very determined answer to those past issues. There's a clear desire to learn, to improve, and to build not just bigger, but better and more sustainably. The focus on quality, on high-value tourism, and on creating a diverse range of options, from family-friendly resorts to exclusive luxury retreats in places like La Lazy Bay, really shows this new way of thinking. This, then, is why Durres is quickly becoming Europe's best-kept secret. It's a place caught in a fascinating, visible moment of huge change. It still offers that compelling mix of rich ancient history, those Roman ruins aren't going anywhere, and easy access, being so close to Tirana. And yes, compared to many Western European hotspots, it can still be relatively affordable, though the rise of luxury options is, of course, shifting that a bit. But what makes it a secret worth uncovering right now is this explosive growth of a modern, ambitious, and surprisingly chic resort scene. It offers a different kind of Mediterranean experience, one where you can watch a city actively create a new identity, where the thrill of discovery is still very much alive. It's not yet the polished, maybe sometimes predictable experience of a long-established resort town. Instead, it's dynamic, it's evolving, and it's doing so with a confidence that is both impressive and, yes, genuinely shocking. It's a chance to see a European coastal destination truly come into its own, right before your eyes. Our journey into the heart of Durres's modern transformation has been, to put it mildly, eye-opening. We came expecting history and maybe a touch of the usual, but we found a city buzzing with an energy and ambition that has completely changed how we see it. From the incredible vision of the Durres Yacht and Marina project, to the chic design of its newest resorts and the thoughtful redevelopment of its public spaces, Durres is definitely a city on the move, writing a bold new chapter in its long and fascinating history. It's clear that the old headlines and what you thought you knew about Durres no longer tell the full story. This is a destination that is actively challenging perceptions and inviting the world to take a fresh look. It's a place where the ancient and the modern aren't just existing side by side, but are creating something uniquely compelling. The pace of change is remarkable, and the commitment to building a vibrant, modern, and sustainable tourism future is clear everywhere you look. Durres is no longer just a stopover. It's rapidly becoming a destination in its own right, a genuine contender on the Mediterranean stage. And the most exciting part? Its story is still being written. What surprised you most about the new face of Durres that we've uncovered today? Are you, like us, a bit blown away by the scale of its transformation? Let us know your thoughts and reactions in the comments section below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you're keen to uncover more of Europe's hidden gems, to explore those evolving destinations that are rewriting their own stories, then make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. That way, you won't miss out on our next adventure as we continue to find the stories that often go untold. Durres has shown us that even places we think we know can hold incredible surprises. The Albanian coast is calling, and it sounds more exciting than ever.